Hello everyone, welcome to today's stream. You may have noticed I remembered the mask today for this Utawarerumono playing time. Yeah, I've just been in the mood to continue it. We're continuing it today as well. Consistency that's never been seen before, considering I usually play a variety of randomized games that I'm kind of interested in. So yeah, that's the plan for today, just continuing Utawarerumono. Yeah. I announced this on the last stream, and I announced it on Twitter as well. But if you missed both of those, my last stream, because I'm quitting streaming, will be on January 1st, and I won't be streaming Christmas Day, which is Sunday the 25th. But I should be streaming upcoming Friday and the 31st. Oh, not the 31st. That's Saturday. The 30th and the 1st, I guess. I don't know if that's different on other calendars or not, but yeah, the schedule is still on the bottom of Twitch as usual. Anyway, I'm going to start up the game soon, so give me a second here. Let us launch it, and I'm on a completely different game in my Steam library. There we go. I don't actually know what my plans are going to be for my final stream yet, because I'm trying to think of something, but it just seems like what's likely going to happen is I'm just going to do things like usual and just end it there. But I don't know. I don't know if we'll do that or something special or something, because I kind of want to do like a just chatting thing, but since it's not much in the way of an audience, I guess. I mean, there's a couple people, but it can be hard to maintain a conversation with that as a streamer. I found, as you've noticed, I do a lot of rambling to myself while playing. Anyway, we had just finished the intro. The title of the stream is very blunt with what we're doing today. I don't know if I checked the units yet for BP stuff. I think I did. Yeah, I did. So I'll be continuing the story a bit. What's our glossary like? Okay, yeah, the bunch of characters. It's a yap. Oh, it's one of the characters. Wopters are lizard things. Yama Yura village. That's the village that we started at, I guess. Oh, and look, tutorial stuff. Anyway, let's continue on with the story, I guess. I only have the option of the square. That makes it feel like I missed some stuff in the previous area, like before this. Because it had two options, I only got to do one, and then it kind of just dumped me here, but I don't think it missed anything. I think it just forced me into... Wait, we're going to battle that quickly? What's the current situation? Once they return, the arrangements will almost be complete. This is the group's formation. Please take a look later. As for the damage from the previous battle, oh, that's my phone. It is time for stream to start. You may have noticed we already have. Need to remember to put that on vibrate. As for the damage from the previous battle, the repairs will take time, especially for the front gate. I see. I'm sorry, if only I hadn't been defeated. Yeah, he was defeated pretty badly, wasn't he, last time? What's done is done. Don't blame yourself. Big bro. Appreciate a nice breeze, but the walls really ought to be keeping it out. Enemy will arrive in 2 days at the earliest. We need to prioritize these repairs. Oh, they're gonna be here earlier. Daddy! Alright. We finished handing out lunch to everyone? Ah, thank you. I'm clearly just rushing this right now. Of course. I'm wondering what the battle snare is going to be, because I don't remember it. You did? Thank you. Head pats. Head pats, everyone. Okay, this is going to become a battlefield. You two should go home. That's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea. You understand that, right? I don't want to. Good, you understand. What? I don't want to. But I'm telling you, it's going to be dangerous. I said I don't want to. Aruru's going to go back, right? No. Aruru? Come on, be a good girl, okay? Yeah, she's staying, everyone's staying, except for Teoro, which... yeah... Isn't it fine? If they want to be by your side, why not allow them to do what they want? Oh bro, you shouldn't say irresponsible things. You wouldn't bring Yuzuha here, would you? This is the same thing... Oh, I did bring Yuzuha. Please greet her if you can, it would make her happy. What? Wait a minute, you brought her here? Why would you bring her to a place like this? I trust her to you. It makes sense for her to be by your side. You entrusted... And while you're at it, what's with you call me Big Bro all of a sudden? You saved my life. I entrusted everything to you. It's only natural for me to call you family. That aside, she said she wanted to go with you. That was the first time she's ever made a selfish request. I also said no at first. But Yuzuha wouldn't back down, even though she's never talked back before. Yuzuha expressed her feelings. She's never done that before. She's trying to spread her wings and leave the nest. I want her to do what she wants. If she becomes a burden, it's fine if you leave. She's aware of that as well. I'm going to let her do what she wants. Me too. I'm saying something selfish for the first time. Yeah, so much for the first time. The first time. Yeah, not at all. Besides, if we go back, your food won't be as delicious, and your clothes will be dirty and smell bad. Yeah, that sounds about right for the main character here. Morale will fall if the food isn't good. She's holding her breath? You've lost, Big Bro. I guess there's no getting out of this. Well? Alright, I give up. Do whatever you want. Yes, I will. But promise me one thing. The moment you're in danger, run away immediately. Okay. Yeah, I need to beg for forgiveness. Wait, no battle? Oh, still cutscene, okay. This is a long cutscene before the battle. She's doing laundry for everyone? The sky's so blue and the wind feels so nice. Somehow, what happened feels like a bad dream. Except for that. No, like I said earlier, it's no time to feel down. We have to do our best. That looks like the forest that we fought in at the beginning. Sis, that's all of it. Thank you. It's time to try it, so hold to that end. Yep, they're just discussing laundry and doing slice of life stuff while... Oh no. Enemy attack! What? Rakushurai? Rakushurai units, 8 of them, headed this way. Cavalry, I guess is what the term is. Don't be ridiculous, it's still too early. Periarai? Oh, that's archers. Periarai, stop their advance, do not let them in. It's not working. It's no good, they're too fast for our arrows. How about you aim forward instead of behind them? Damn it, you two retreat further inside. What are you doing? Get back. Oh, they're in the walls already. Yeah. Big Bro. Charge. I'm not doing much voice acting right now. Even though it's pretty bad, but still. There. This guy's strong. Damn. Prepare yourself. I'm done for. Big bro. Get out of my way. Ah! Are you trying to go after my general? With your skills? You're 10 years too early. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. He's bloodied up already. What's wrong, huh? You scared? Arudu. Aruru, stop. Both of you run. Step aside. I do not like wanton destruction of life. Yeah. Oh, Teodo is here. Grah! Just holding on, huh? We've come to rescue you, brother. Teodo. The whole village is here. Wait, was that loading just for them to show 3D versions of the units approaching? Yeah, the anime is like, it got quite a bit of attention, surprisingly. It's a very good, I mean, the anime is good, but like, I enjoyed the visual novels a lot, which is why we're here. 2 and 3 are a bit iffy, but the first one's good at least. It's solid. Everyone withdraw. Understood. I was doing really bad voice acting before. I don't know if you were around for that in the previous ones, but it's from the Tiger Man who got the harem most clearly. Tiger Man that got the harem. I have some ideas of who that might be, but I'm not entirely sure. It's funny how bloodied up he is when nothing happened. And the twins. Well, the twins in this one are both boys, but there's twins in 2 and 3, who are both female, who might be the ones you're talking. I'm not sure. We'll find out which ones you're talking about. Actually, there's an easy way to do that. Oh, it doesn't show in the glossary, does it? It doesn't show. I guess we'll check after this this event. Yeah, don't chase them. Why not? You won't be able to catch up to them. They're on Waptars. They're on lizard horses. Time to relive your trauma. That's terrible. Calm down. They are really skilled. Of course they are. They're the best units for the country. So naturally, they're thinking 2 or 3 moves ahead, and they act like it. Right, have a good sleep. If you chase after them full of rage, you'll fall for their trap and end up getting beaten at your own game. At some point, whether we like it or not, we'll have to fight them. But until then, just wait. I understand. He's this beaten up just from meeting them. Like, I don't even think he was injured. He just saw them and became like this. He wants to chase after them in that condition. Promise me, I want that man's head. I mean, if you want his head, you're gonna have to get it another way, because he lives the entire time. That man is my prey. Sure, okay. We don't know when the enemy will attack next. Hurry up with the repairs. I didn't think they'd attack this soon. If Teodo and the others had come a little earlier, or a little later, it'd already be over. I'm clearly stumbling over words. At some point, we will have to fight such a skilled enemy. By the way, you two, why didn't you run? I told you to run away. Why didn't you? Did you think what you were doing, or did you think doing what you did would make me happy? Don't scold them too much. That's right, women also have do-or-die moments. I mean, everyone does, don't they? I understand what you're trying to say, but if something happened to you two, how would I apologize to Tiscuta? She entrusted you both to me. I'm sorry. Good grief. After I scold them, they both slump their shoulders. I hug them both and mess up their hair by patting their heads. Both of you are children. I just can't win when it comes to you two. You just saved me again. How did they save me? They just stood there. But naughty girls need to be punished. Wink. God, it hurts. Yeah, that almost sounded... Considering its usual thing, it almost sounded like she was okay with it. They didn't chase us. We even went through the trouble of setting up a trap. Has it gone to waste? They're smarter than I expected. Huh? This war could be a difficult struggle. No way. That guy's good, but not that good. No, not him. The other one. I suspect he's the leader. You mean the one you fought? Are you telling me he's the one in charge? Shit, I messed up. Did you not see how they moved? That was no mob. They understood the rules of engagement. Or what would happen if they gained even just a bit of military experience? No way. In any event, it won't end here. Let's return and regroup. Yeah, go. Yeah, it's gonna end real bad. That really was just for... They had a loading thing going on just for a couple of seconds of 3D animation for them running towards our base in the woods. That could have been done with sprites. That just could have been done with sprites. Anyway, I guess we're continuing. We're going to Yuzuha's rooms, apparently. No loading this time, so no combat. Oh, are you going somewhere? Yeah, to just over there to check on Yuzuha. Yuzuha? Yeah. Hey, why don't you come with me? Uh-huh. But. I go. Oh-doo-doo. Don't you want to go too, Aruru? I'm pronouncing their names terribly with my accents. Well, I'll go. Why does she seem so flustered? Yuzuha is... She's been bedridden since she was young, so she's never had any friends. Since you two are around the same age as her, would you please try to get along with her? Okay. Thank you. That'll make her really happy, happier than anyone else. That's something she really deserves. Huh? No, it's nothing. Lord Hakoro? How do you feel, Yuzuha? Did you sleep well? Yes. Let me see. Check Yuzuha's temperature by placing my hand on her forehead. Doesn't seem to give a fever. Huh? You're acting just like my brother. Huh? You really shouldn't compare me to him. I mean, he's a trash character. But your hand is bigger than his, and feels nicer too. I see. I have smooth hands from doing no labor. Pat, pat, pat. Who are those two behind you? Oh, that's right. Let me introduce you. These girls are... Aruru? Yes? Well... What's wrong? You seem out of it. No, that's not it. Nice to meet you. I'm Yuzuha. Yuzuha lifts herself out of bed and gently bows her head. Ah, nice to meet you. I'm Aruru, and this is my little sister, Aruru. These sound so similar in my normal accent that I have to do that thing. I'm pronouncing all the R's and names as L's. You have the same fragrance as Lady Tiscutter. Huh? It's a warm fragrance of a variety of medicinal herbs, just like Lady Tiscutter. You knew my grandmother? I'm very glad to meet you, Yuza. I'll be taking care of you from now on instead of my grandmother. Okay, I'm very glad to meet you, too. Hey, Aruru, your turn. Who is she eating? Oh, just eating a fruit that was left for Yuza. Aruru, you can't eat other people's food without asking first. So it is true. Just a second. Yep. Alright, just had to ban someone there. Because who isn't trying to sell viewers? Huh? Lord Hakolo has told me a lot about Lady Aruru and Lady Aruru. Lady Aruru is, very cute, caring. That's not true. And delightful girl. Huh? Delight? I heard that recently, while bathing, you and Aruru were chasing each other around the house naked. What? The story was... It sounded very fun. No. I'm gonna get beaten for that later. No, this is getting bad. This calls for an immediate strategic retreat. Where do you think you're going? I figured since you kids are going to get along, the adults should leave. So, I'll be going now. Very well. Daddy, Daddy! Huh? Aruru too. Okay, here you go, Aruru. You're so spoiled. Head pants for everyone. And here you go, Aruru. He's just frustrated. Oh, she bit my hand? I feel like I just heard a train outside, but I'm not anywhere near train tracks. That's strange. The food storehouse numbers aren't adding up. It's because of our new unit. This is how much was consumed and how much is left. As I thought, it's much lower than the calculation. The tea is ready. Ah, thank you. Please put it over there. Alright. You've been like that for a while. Is everything alright? Huh? Oh, the food storehouse calculations are off for some reason. No matter how many times I've checked, I can't find a mistake with the arithmetic. Why don't you come with me to check it out? Yes, I'll go. Now then, huh? The culprits. Aruru, what are you doing here? What's the matter? She can't seem to calm down. Aruru. What's making that sound? It's our new teammate! Sounds like it's coming from inside. No. No? Aruru. I try to look inside, but she gets in my way. Like she's trying to block me. Huh? It's kind of dark, so I can't... Is that chewing noise just gonna keep going? Something is definitely behind her, but whatever it is, it seems to be very large, and it's creeping about. Like a mischievous child. Hey, Aruru, what's that behind you? Aruru shakes her head as if she's trying to... as if saying it's nothing, and tries to hide whatever's behind her. But it's massive. It's not working. As her eyes begin to adjust to the darkness, the mysterious shape comes into focus. Hey, Aruru, what is Mukuru doing here? Yeah, Muchikapa's cub? Mukuru? It's big. That sprite is massive, though. It takes up most of the screen. I forgot I was doing that voice for it, so I gotta remember. Whoa! Don't tell me, is that really Muchikappa's cub? When in the world did it get this big? Hey, wait a minute, what are you eating? This must be why our food stores are depleting so quickly. Arudu. Arudu. I let him eat food. Mukuru said he's hungry. What was that? It sounded like a thread being cut. That's her patience snapping. And you? What do you think you're doing? Ruru swiftly smacks Mukuru on the snout with her hand. With a pitiful whine that doesn't match his size, Mukuru ducks behind Aruru, seeking protection. Aruru? No. Aruru shakes her head back and forth as she tries to shield Mukuru. Except it's massive. Aruru too. Don't you understand how important food is? How could you do something so selfish? But... No buts. Why did its eyes change ever so slightly? Now that Aruru is being scolded, Mukuru defends her by growling at Aruru. Yeah, it's not working. Oh, the expression. The glare sends him cowering again. The women on the outskirts, they get bolder with age. I mean, it's definitely proving true. For some reason his words flashed to my mind. Okay, that should be enough, right? I'm sure she's learned her lesson. But... yeah, she hasn't learned a thing. Huh? Yeah, she's hiding behind me now. She's quickly followed by a panicked Mukuru. Oh, they're all hiding behind me. Why are they coming towards me? Aruru, don't hide behind Hakuoto. Get out here. Aruru. Hakuoto. No, it's just... it's like I'm protecting her now that I'm caught between them. Well, I'm sure that's enough. Probably. Hakuoto, you baby Aruru too much. It's not like I enjoy scolding her, you know? But I can't help it. You know... how did this even happen? I know you want help from other villages, but you don't have to come in person, do you? The stuff you could leave to me and Kyoto, or call the other chiefs to you. I gotta sneeze. Only just the one. Excuse me. You are Lady Tiscota's successor. They wouldn't ignore your summons. No, we're on the verge of war. The only courtesy we have to offer is to face it right here. Spoken like a true leader. Huh? Ruru, why have you been squirming this whole time? Huh? What's wrong? It's nothing. Gotta pee? I mean, you could take a bathroom break. I'll be right back. No. We'll wait here. Go and take care of it over there. That's not it. Ah, then is it the other one? Oh, why do you have to be like this? No, you were wriggly, so I thought for sure it was, you know. I don't think that's correct, Kyoto. Surely the base of her tail must hurt due to riding on the Waptor. If you're unaccustomed to it, it's quite painful. I speak from personal experience. That's not... Oh, I see. That's... you two, please stop saying weird things. Why are you so irritated? It's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's embarrassing. Does it hurt? Huh? No, because, Well, we'd never waste a precious raptor riding it around. It's because... I can't say I'm skilled either. It's difficult to move well, and you could develop hemorrhoids from the pain. Alright then, let's just take a break. It's really not... Well, we've been going all morning, so you must be tired. What is it, Adudu? Is she poking her butt? Hey, Adudu! She was. Everyone's silently staring. I feel like it's supposed to be a battle soon. Here you go, young master. Thank you. Here you go, big bro. Take the flask from Obero and wash it down in one gulp. Toyota, how much longer until we arrive? Let's see. We'll clear the forest soon. From there, it's just a little bit ahead. Just a little further. Daddy, Daddy. What's wrong? That, sort of strange. That strange? What's... Huh? There's smoke. I see thick smoke rising into the sky where Aruru is pointing. Oh, that's around the village ahead. That thick smoke. Is it on fire? Big bro, isn't something off? Now that they mention it, it seems like there's too much smoke. It can't be. Yeah! Hey, brother! They're torching the villages so they don't join us. There's a loading screen, so it is combat. They're even showing the bodies. That's surprising. This is how you solidify your opposition against you in your rebellion. If the leadership of the country is doing this, obviously you're going to have rebels joining the opposing force. This is... because they don't want to be killed by their leaders, obviously. If the rebels aren't torching villages, then obviously they're the side you should join. Because they'll offer protection from the torchings. What's going on? What happened? Shadowy person. Something is writhing in the flames. It slowly rises to its feet and strides step by step towards us. Fire zombie! Its two outstretched hands wander around as if begging for something. And then low frame rate falls. It stops moving. That was... They didn't do it, but... You bastards! Wait. Don't stop me, big bro. I told you to wait. Are you the leader? My name is Benowi. If the rebellion goes on, it will only result in more casualties. Please throw down your weapons and surrender peacefully. Don't joke around. Aren't you the ones who caused those casualties? The same could be said of you. Had you not rebelled, this would never have happened. It's still possible. I promise all of you your safety, even if I must give my life to do so. Please, won't you surrender? We can't now. Before that, I must ask you one thing. Did you do all this? Hey, wait a minute. General? And if we did? I see. That's regrettable. It truly is regrettable. General, what are you saying? Yep, it strengthened the resolve. Aruru, take Adudu somewhere safe. Okay, Adudu. Where did she go? She's not going to appear in the middle of battle as a new teammate, right? Adudu! Adudu, where are you? Let's go. Here they come! I'll have to remove Tyoto from my team, if I can. Daughter of the Forest, Chenumao Village. Let's check the glossaries for a second there. I want to see if Chenumao Village is here. It is not. Kanashiko Rupe. Kanashi. It's the name of the country containing the village. It's the forest outside of the village. Alright. Let's see equipment stuff, just in case I'm missing anything here. I want to remove that, because he's not staying on my team. Oboro is a consistent party member pretty much throughout the entire game, so he's getting healing. And since one of these archers is significantly better than the others, they're getting healing too. I've got a lot of healing items sitting around, actually. Anyway, let's swap out around our teammates. Yeah, Tyoto, removed. With good reason. We'll swap in Oshitoro in his position. We do have Urudu with us, so we don't have to be too concerned about healing, per se. We can remove one of the archers, though. Actually, they've got combo attacks, don't they? Not yet, but... Tactical command. Alright, because Oshitoro's right there. What's this? Pulverize? Okay. Let's just go with this, I guess, because I get the feeling I'm going to be using these archers pretty consistently. Let's start! No, I should save, shouldn't I? Because I haven't been doing that too consistently. In retrospect, the previous battles I didn't save before either, I don't think. Alright, let's go. The battle time. Vital! I don't know what that was. I think I was quoting something there, but I don't recall what it was. No co-op chains. Okay, so it's a good thing I kept them around. The main unit zeal must be 70 or higher, and the joining units must be 50 or higher. They should have introduced this in the previous battle. If certain conditions are met, you'll be able to carry out a co-op chain with 2 or 3 sets of units. To activate a co-op chain, you must first designate the target of the effect. Once you've done so, you'll be prompted to confirm. Press A, or 2 on my controller, I guess, and begin the co-op chain. Do they have the co-op thing? They do. Does anyone else have co-ops? He does. He doesn't. I do, apparently, with Oboro. And she does not. Okay. So it's likely that he probably does have a combo attack at level 4, perhaps, with somebody else. I don't know why it's not... Oh, this is a 3-person combo, that's the reason why. I assume? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Oboro's turn. Forward. Archer's also forward. There's no reason not to just charge blindly into the midst of the enemies. Good healing arts. Healing arts are support abilities that can heal ally units and inflict status ailments on enemy units. Each healing art has a use limit. When it reaches 0, you can't use it. Yep, we learned that before with, what is it, Nekone? Although she's not an official character, so no surprise there. Oh no, their wapters are chasing after me. I feel like I should check the battlefield. Okay, there's just a couple of destructible things around that I probably should have spent some time smacking, but it's not a big deal. Okay. The cavalry is advancing. Okay, at least one of them has proper zeals, so Gura can initiate that. Slow approach for everyone. Okay, Obra's backing up. Oh, they have a co-op attack too. I just saw the warning flags for it. Just gonna see if I can get everyone's zeal up a bit more. And then settle with that. They're really slowly approaching. I'm also wondering when our Girl of the Forest is going to appear. What's the range on the chain here? Okay, so it needs to be a bit closer. Plus 12 zeal for everyone. And wait again. Wait again. Wait again. They're really not moving. Okay, they are spear units. Of course they are. That looks like a lot of hits for very little actual result to it. Okay, Obro's gonna charge in, I guess. Not much reason not to. Actually, what is this co-op? Can I do it? Oh, he doesn't have the zeal for it, obviously. Well, we'll start off with attacking this one, I guess. Oh, do I have the... Can I do the attack? Co-op chain. Apparently I can, as long as I'm beside him? Co-op chain. I mean, I can do it, why not? Wait, that's the range of it? That's ridiculous. No! That's bad, I want to rewind. Gotta remember how to actually do that, though. Oh, I didn't notice I could change the actual combat angle. Rewind. Turn 91? Really? Co-op chain. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Obviously. Obro, yes! Yeah! Obro! Ah! I feel like I didn't do much in that, but apparently I got an achievement for it. Also, minus 50 zeal for all the enemies is real nice. Okay, let's shoot, I guess. There's not much else I can do besides that. They're all in, like, perfect position for me to actually use my, my co-op attacks on. If only his turn was one sooner. Yeah, we'll go here, I think. He's nearly capped on Zeal. Which won't do him too much right now, though. Alright, and there's a bit of healing, so Ryu can get some experience. What's the actual range on this? Co-op chain. Could hit 4 of them here, I guess. Wait, failure? What does he mean by failure? Was it like the debuff won't work? Oh, let's give it a shot. A soaring shooting star. Stardust rain down. God of the heavens. Please grant us our wish. Whatever that chant was. I mean, I guess they're dressed as shrine maidens, kind of. Although I think it's supposed to be like typical like, female archer gear, despite being male. That took down 3 of them. Yeah, let's go for the rear attack here. Ready for revenge. Yeah, he can counterattack now. Which means I need to keep his zeal up. Damn. They have us in an unfavorable position? No, they don't. We're kicking their asses. At this rate. Oh no, they're panicking. That looks so silly though. Look at the Wopters. What? Calm down. Shishe, what frightens you so? What's that? Slow-mo moving animal. Adudu. Let's go. It's so much smaller in that sprite. Daddy's enemies won't forgive you. It can't be. Muchikapa. Hey, that's not fair. I mean, it's plenty fair. Especially since it's a higher level than everyone else on my team. Except for Oboro, apparently, I guess. But no one counts Oboro. It really does use a lot of music from like 2 and 3 on this. I really should keep Oshtor in the middle of my groups in general. Since he's got like the Zeal bonus thing, it's obviously best to keep everyone clustered around him. But like, because the main character of this one doesn't have that bonus, he just has the thing that increases the stats of everyone. It seems to encourage keeping everyone clustered around the main character, and then having them all get hit to boost their zeal up enough to actually be significant. Well, I guess Obro's gonna just stand here. I messed that up, but who cares? It's fine. And of course, she can't get close enough to actually significantly heal. Does she have a co-op attack? Water weakness. Oh, right, because... Yeah. It's going to be really hard later on. When enemies actually have magic. Increase attack against objects. The higher the zeal, the higher the attack boost. In other words, don't burn your zeal, I guess. Alright, I guess we'll just have the MC finish off this one. They really are just letting us kick the asses of their units. They haven't moved, like, at all. I know they're waiting for everyone to be in position to, like, properly use their co-op attack, but they kind of sacrificed all of their troops to do so. Yeah, Obro's gonna stand here, I guess. Oh, they're starting to move forward. Oh, she does have a co-op attack. Heals HP. Okay. So, Aruru's heals. And Aruru is just selfish and doesn't have one. Okay, sure. Let's heal Oshtar. That was me. Well, I guess we're just gonna wait for them to slowly approach us one space at a time. Gives me an opportunity to boost everyone's zeal, so I don't have any complaints. They're really slow about it, though. Yep, just boost everyone's zeal. Just waiting them out. I should have moved the, should have moved Gura over. Really are just waiting for them to come up over to us. Oh. There's an attack. I'll say it once more. Will you not surrender? Sorry, but I can't do that. As I thought. Since he's burning all of his zeal on this attack... Oh, he burned like nothing on that because he didn't use the final hit. Oh, that's just cheating. Oh, she can't get close enough to actually heal, can she? That's trouble. Now everyone has like massive amounts of zeal, so it's fine. Well, he's just gonna wait here anyway because it's funnier that way. Co-op chain. Let's reduce their zeal so they can't actually fight back. If this is the same attack, it might be worth skipping, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to voice act with dialogue this time. They're just saying, "Ya ha, Obro, ya ho ha." That minus 50 zeal for both of them is a nice bonus for me, though. And I finally got level 5. And strengthened my chain attack. So I can now do 2 attacks without draining all of my zeal. It seems like. I don't really want to get in a position to attack. So I'll wait here, I guess. Whereas this attack is going to happen. It's nothing, but it gives me enough zeal to actually combo attack later. Well, may as well attack Kuro. I didn't want to use whatever, it's fine. And now Obro can join in and get his butt kicked. He'll attack Kuro first. Get out of my way, bird brain! What's that, chicken bones? What? Good old rivalry. It'd be funny if there was unique dialogue for the characters from the DLC stuff appearing in combat here. He only used the 1 attack, okay. Considering how much zeal it takes for him to... Whatever, it's fine. Because I was just thinking, he only uses 25 zeal to do like 4 hits of his combo. So there wasn't much reason for him not to, since he burned 25 zeal anyway. Whose turn is it? Obro. Okay. He's gonna attack Benui then. I will defeat you! At your level, too weak. We'll see if I'm weak or not. I mean, at this level he is pretty weak. He can't even do... Like, Benui just has a ridiculous combo count for this level. Alright, we need to get Mutikapa to attack Benui now. And there's no use in Oshtor moving, so he's just gonna stay stationary. Alright, attack Kuro. Okay, I need to get used to the second hit of the combo there to increase my zeal. I'll wait that out. Wait. And do the 1 attack. Young lady, please step down. Nuh-uh! There appears to be no other choice. I'll only aim for Mutikapa. Which will not do very much, because Mutikapa has impenetrable threads as fur. Alright, well, time for Obro to finish off Kuro, I guess. Sorry, but I gotta go. Oh, he just vanished, okay. Just gotta increase that zeal. And get 1 experience per hit. Why not have Ashtar attack? At least the katana does like a decent amount of damage. And he leveled up. And now to finish him off with the main character. And I got zeal bonuses for both of them. Having 2 attacks is super useful. I'm going to quickly go to the bathroom while this is happening, so I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and we're going to continue now. Checkmate. He has the bleeding from when he was when he had the teacup thrown at him. It appears so. Yeah. Whatever that was, they vanished mysteriously during an attack. Are you retreating? Yes, I shall take my leave for today. Before I go, however, may I ask two things? Do you believe what you are doing is just? Of course, we're honorable. Big bro. If Denna Bookshuri exists, I'll probably find myself there. Is that your answer? And your other question? If hell exists, I'll end up there. What is your name? Hakuoro. I'll remember it. Another day then, on the battlefield. Yeah! See ya. Put some meat on your bones before next time. How dare they? With that kind of behavior. But, did they really do this? What are you talking about? I don't know how to say this, but weren't they acting a little oddly for having just committed this atrocity? And on top of that, they went easy on us this time. Went easy on us? Yes, I don't know about the others, but the one named Benoi, if he was really trying, we'd have known it. Because they didn't use their co-op attack the entire time. And they stayed at the back and moved one space per turn. If so, then why lie? I don't know. At any rate, this greatly changes the war situation. Changes the war situation. Due to this, those who chose to stand by and watch, may decide to join forces with our side. What happened here today could happen to someone else tomorrow. With this, we may have found a chance for victory. Brother! Brother! I need to find a sound effect for that, really. Macho Man Brother. Oh, I just found... I wanted to find, Macho Man Randy Savage saying brother, but I just found out his actual brother. Well, whatever, that's fine. I'll just leave it at that. To treat people's lives as nothing more than chess pieces, and to use this tragedy as a bargaining tool. Oboro, do you believe a man who thinks such things can proudly stick his chest out to defend justice? Big bro. It's just as he said. If we never started the uprising, this wouldn't have happened. And Ururu wouldn't have gotten caught in the battle. Yeah, I don't think she gets it. What are you saying? What kind of example do you think you're setting for everyone who believes in you, who followed you? Even if you have to lie, big bro. You're our... I understand. I'm just gonna keep bonking the mic here. I'll stop complaining. However, I needed you all to listen to me complain one last time. Hakuoro. Daddy, home. Alright. Ride. Huh? Oh. Hey, Aruru. Hey, you're too big to ride too. Whether you're right or wrong, it doesn't matter. We'll follow you, big bro, no matter where you go, right? Yes! That's right. Yeah, Ruru? Yes. Sorry. Alright, let's head back. Everyone's waiting. Yeah, Ruru can't be honest with herself because of circumstances. Daughter of the Forest. There's our achievement for completing this. And almost everyone's level 5 now. And now she can do 2 healing attacks and a final strike. She's not going to progress more from that point, I guess. She got another healing art, though. That increases attack power. Increases defense through zeal and direction. The higher the zeal, the higher the defense boost. Interesting. Increases attack through zeal. Yeah, that's more useful for an archer. One of them clearly seems to be designed as a frontline archer. I forgot Relutier was in this, and I was like, who? Oh yeah, we're just gonna go through all these characters now, huh? Probably should have paid attention to their abilities, but I didn't. Got some healing. Item that increases zeal. What are these collection things? Military primer. What is that? Anyway, defense 1. That's fine. I don't need magic defense for a little while yet. We don't encounter many mages until I think mid-game? Because then like a mage country attacks us. Increase attack power for healing and defense, obviously. Attack power for the archers. Attack power for the archers. Obviously attack for Obero, it's not even a question. Huh, that's interesting. So, new sprite. Old sprite. New sprite. New sprite. New sprite. New sprite. Old sprite. And then there's the DLC characters now that it's clearly different. Like visibly different. But I'm wondering why. I'm surprised they didn't give Arudu different like custom sprite for this as well. I understand Tyoto for reasons that you will soon find and I have not been subtle about. But Arudu doesn't make sense to not have a custom sprite if everyone else does. Anyway, since her defense is absurd, we'll increase her attack power. And match defense, because she gets hit with water, she's in danger right now. Also, her base stats are insane. Like, her base stats, ignoring defense, are the same as everyone else's flat. Okay, let's see. Healing item, healing item. She has a lot of health. So we'll give her that, and a healing item. Sleeping in East of Oshtor, he'll get healing as well. And we'll just leave it at that for now, I think. Actually, who do I have these equipped on? Anakone? Yeah, remove those. The increased movement distance is going on our actual healer. The one who's pretty consistent. And now to advance.
Yeah, Benoi.
What was that?
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing that, I guess. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. No, it is true, yeah? You failed not once, but twice in suppressing the rebellion.
Yes, I apologize. I was not strong enough.
Yeah, it really is true. Your apologies mean nothing, yeah.
When he torched that village.
When you run away with your tail between your legs, I'm looked down upon by the ignorant masses, yeah.
Which is why I torched that village.
Yeah. Those lowly peasants dare oppose us, yeah. Yeah. Now that they've been shown my magnificence, they must be trembling with vulgar fear.
Actually, it's Why did you do something like that? They were innocents, merely citizens who supported the country.
I wanted to show them what happens when someone defies me. Yeah. Yeah. So what's one or two villages? Yeah. I suffer because of your cowardice. If something happened to my hair, what would you do? Yeah. You can't avoid it forever. Yeah. Nuwangi, are you there? Yeah. You called, Uncle? I confer the title of Samurai General to Nuwangi. Yeah. The same as Benoe. If you ever dare to advise me again, then, well, you should obey orders. Yeah.
And this is why the country falls. As you wish. Hey, Benoe. Yes, what is it? What indeed? I heard the great Benoe had a hard time in battle recently. I saw it coming. Did you lose your touch? Huh? What did you say? Ah, what are you? You fly? Are you threatening a samurai general? So what? If you want, I can send you comfortably like this. Huh? Stop this, Kuro. You don't think you'll be punished for this? I offer my sincerest apologies for my subordinate's behavior. It seems his childish prank went too far. I didn't think you of all people would take a practical joke seriously, Samurai General, but please forgive me. You better make up for it and stay out of my way. Thank you for your warning. That punk's become a samurai general? He's fit to be the head of the foot soldiers at least, or at best. Well, I'm not sure. Don't tell me you think he's got the skills of a samurai general. Well, no, but you said he was a punk. If you corner a person like that, you cannot know how they will behave. The darkness in his eyes bothers me. Darkness? Hey, you're overthinking things, General. Well, not quite. Do you think he's the one who did that to that village? There's no way. Oh, he absolutely did. Well, I'm merely speculating. More importantly, we have something else to do right now. Kuro, a report on the situation. Yes, sir! And now to burn more time until another combat thing. Hey, hurry up and walk. Oh no. I remember this guy. Ow, 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 ow. It hurts. I should do like the bad TV voice thing.
Ow, ow, ow. It hurts. I'm walking. Don't keep jabbing me.
Something the matter? Hey, Prelude. I caught this suspicious guy hanging around, so I was just taking him away. Suspicious guy? He was wandering around this area like he was searching for something.
No way! I am simply stopped by to trade.
If that's the case, why were you sneaking in?
Well, I heard the trading's good around here. I tried to rent a room this time too, but they wouldn't let me inside, no matter how much I asked. The guard on duty changed, and I thought perhaps the new one wouldn't know about me. That's why, if I could only come inside and sleep in a warm bed. Besides, didn't all of you see this place?
Well, it's because...
Please forgive me, I'm just a merchant. If it pleases you, I wouldn't mind if you'd take a look at my wares.
Merchant, huh? Brother, what should we do? What kind of wares do you carry?
Whatever you want. As long as it's not people, I'll carry anything. Here, this is a bestseller. It's often used as medicine. Is this... Rapoti? Well, you're quite knowledgeable.
Well, she is a healer.
Oh, no wonder then. Well, how about something like this? You can't find this in the outskirts.
Is this also used as some sort of medicine? Well, I think he's just showing her, like, different aphrodisiacs. Like, here, Viagra, and here also, Viagra Plus. What, you don't know? I do. What is it, then? It's...
This comes from an animal that lives in the sea, the harapatas. You know. It's highly effective at boosting vitality. Better than the rest.
Oh, boost vitality, huh? Does it really work?
Oh yes, indeed it does. Your partner won't be able to sleep all night, yes. Would you like one?
Yeah, I want to try it soon. No. Ow, what was that for?
How about one for you too, sir?
No, I'm fine. Anyway, this place is liable to become a battlefield soon. You better clear up before then. I'm sure you wouldn't want to get caught up in it.
Hilarious, sir! If that's the case, why are there women and children here, like these two?
These two?
Daddy!
Udu, what's wrong?
Is this your daughter? How cute!
Well, you could say something like that.
She's really cute. Hello, young lady. Would you like a candy? Huh?
Don't take candy from strangers. She suffers from extreme stranger anxiety.
I see. Were you really serious about this place becoming a battlefield? If you were, then, to let your daughter stay...
You're certainly right, but she doesn't want to leave. I'm happy these young girls feel this way, but... Anyway, we wouldn't want any more innocent people to get caught up in it. So you'd best leave right away.
Oh! My apologies, I caused trouble for you, but you even gave me food and drink.
Don't worry about it. Have a safe journey.
Of course. Ah, yes. As thanks, I have some advice for you. Perhaps a small warning.
A warning?
Yes, here you go.
Knife to the throat. What the? There's a cold chill reaching to the core of my spine. It feels as if the air is frozen in place. Could this man possibly be?
You were careless, yes.
What was that?
If I were an assassin, I would have already taken your life.
You are.
Please, don't move. You could die if you do, yes.
The man splits the cane he was holding in two. A sharp light shines through the newly formed gap.
You understand, yes? If you move.
A sword cane. Are you going to cut me?
No. Like I said before, this is just a small warning. But... That young lady, I won't do anything, so could you please call off your beast?
Young lady.
This won't do. Yes, well, I'll be retreating then.
What? He's gone. Did he run away? He... Sorry, Ruru. It seems all I do is worry you. But that man, what did... Be careful of assassins. Well done, Shikanaro. How did it go?
He's a very interesting person, yes. Interesting. He captivated me. It doesn't seem like it at first, but you can't help but be captivated, you can't help but be captivated by him, yes.
As I promised.
I received the payment, yes. As always, thank you so much. Please take a look here for more details. I'll be on my way.
He captivates people. Lord Hakoto, the Wakai people and I rushed here in haste to join your camp.
Your camp?
If you choose to join under our banner, then you must pledge a blood oath to follow any order we give you. Those who are unwilling to do so will not be needed. Do you find those terms acceptable? Of course. As proof, I've brought my retainers with me. They're strong and fearless fighters. Please use them as you wish. I gratefully accept their service. Four villages have gathered just today. Yatafu, Apukara, San, and Wakai. A completely unrelated village getting attacked really scared them into joining us, huh? Huh? What are you doing, Ma? Shut up, you idiot. Ow, 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 Ma! Big bro, I just returned. Okay, everyone, please listen. Here is Japan. This is our country here. We're the green section, red is the rest of the country. In order to gain a favorable situation, we will need to overcome a few gates. Tatakori Gate. Especially this one, Tatakori Gate. If we strike here, we will be able to unite the other villages on the other side. The gate was constructed to charge a toll as another way to extort money. It isn't very sturdy. That being said, if they send excessive reinforcements, we'll have a prolonged battle which may reveal our hand. Therefore, we'll send diversions to disperse their forces. Meanwhile, our main force will breach the gate. We will commence the attack tomorrow morning at sunrise. Let's go. Yes! Battle time again, okay. They're really rushing the battles this early on. Like, there was that slow burn to get here, and then suddenly we're here and it's just all battles. Shit, to take refuge in such an annoying place. The footing is so bad here, I can't move how I want. A useful way to deal with cavalry. You useless punks. Hey, if you've got the guts, then hurry up and come out here. Stop hiding. God, how annoying. Perhaps you should calm down. This isn't like you. And it's all according to my plan. General, I know, but they keep moving around. It's annoying. Do you think it would go this far? Honestly, I'm surprised. Huh? Oh yeah, I didn't think they'd get this big. It is true that their influence has grown. What's more surprising is their unity and coordination. Usually when a force grows quickly, its soldiers become a disorderly mob. Yet theirs fight like well-drilled veterans. Do you think people who don't know battle can behave like that? You talking about that man? Hakoto. I didn't intend to underestimate him. It appears that thought itself was arrogant on me. They keep running around. Do they really want to fight? Are they going to fight? Indeed, that's what they're doing. What do you mean, that's what they're doing? All of this, it is only a decoy. Decoy? You can't mean all of this. In all likelihood, they have a different goal. This is a distraction to avert our eyes from that. They're trying to pull one over on us! The problem is, what is this decoy intended to protect? If this much military power is used as a distraction, then a small number. At most, they would only be able to bring down a gate. Damn it! Tadokori Gate! If that's the case, I should still be able to make it in time, or make it with time to spare. I believe the gate will attack, or the enemy will attack Tadokori Gate. We'll pinch them from behind and wipe them out. You won't make it in time. Got it? Everyone, let's go! At least one force realized it. Big open plains. What will you do now that I figured out your ploy so soon, Hakora? At this rate, it will be your end. But will this end it? Will this be it? And now for the real battle. You've got several turns to win. As expected, the battle's begun. It's time to strike. What's wrong? Will more people die? Yes. It's true, Aruru. You should retreat. After... Okay, then don't leave my side. Understood. Here we go! Destroy the barrier, or the main character is defeated. Oh, okay. I have complete control over who joins the battle this time. Ashtor here. And... oh, they've got the same attack power here now. Ah, right. So to compensate for Gura's low attack, they get the boost to attack power with Zeal. And to compensate for Dory's low defense, they get the... okay, yeah. I see it. Alright. Oh, now that's done. No, I don't want to fight. I want to save. Yeah, save. Oh, we've got Aruru as well. Then I should exclude Ashtor. Just blocking off Obero's face. This is fine. Actually, it's a terrible position. But I'll deal with it, I guess. Okay, rushing in. What are the objectives again? Destroy the barrier. Okay. So I can basically take however long I want. What healing arts does she have? Purge toxins, remove status ailments, and increase attack power. Well, this is simple. What if I destroy the barrier instead? No, we'll go after the swordsman. They've got like the one swordsman guy behind the gate, but we need to destroy the gate in order to actually get to him directly. Oh, because the battle changes after, I think. Probably. It's been a while. They both have high zeal, right? Okay, good. And we'll attack this one. And I'll attack that one. Get ourselves a nice bit of zeal. Now Obro. Okay, yeah, we can do the combo attack with the main character next turn. Co-op chain. Interesting, a line. Oh, well, they're all going down, so it works out. No matter how insignificant one's feelings are, ours combined are limitless. Reach the young master's heart. Yes, love is limitless. It's just a volley of arrows. And lightning randomly, I guess. That one guy in particular is really screwed over. Oh, they got a new age on this side too. I didn't see that one. It's just wind element, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm guessing that one's a water element. Oh, earth. So, still not a concern. Yeah, Ruru is not going to do too much here. Ruru, on the other hand, is not going to finish this off, I guess. I might have to do that directly. Well, I prefer the archers to do it. And let's attack the mage. Actually, how's that swordsman doing? Oh, he'll survive. Mage it is. I'm probably going to regret this in a few seconds because of the co-op attack for the main character, but oh well. And now for the co-op attack. Yes, let's finish off both of them. Good old chain attack. Not the zeal thing that much use there when they're both dead, but nice level up. And since we have to destroy the barrier in particular, destroying all these other barricades is a good way to get experience. And build up our zeal. I still can't get close enough to Obro to actually be useful. So much for the movement speed bonus. The true roots of a Ruru, just smashing barriers. Keep the zeal capped just so she can do max damage to them. Oh no, a giant rock fell from the sky. Oh, they got into close attack range, huh? That's guaranteed death. They were a mage. They should have stayed back. Need to get used to the timing for the second attack here. I don't use it often enough. Or I haven't gotten to use it often enough, rather. Oh, they've got Nurture as well. It's mildly inconvenience, but not a big deal. And Obro is just going to continue smacking at these barricades. Just gotta grind up that experience where you can. It's still mildly annoying how enemies start the battle at like capped out zeal, but oh well. No, I don't want to do the final strike. Why would I do that? I should probably find out what her final strike actually does. Is it seriously just the same range the entire time? I thought it might actually change up a bit. Wait, we can destroy that fence? I didn't know that. It's kind of funny because what we need to destroy is the gate, but we can destroy everything around it instead. And they're kind of not able to do much to stop us here. Gotta get that zeal up to get attack power. Oh, there's someone on the inside that can attack us. Okay. That's bad considering our healer can't heal herself. Also, even if we destroy those fences, I don't think we can actually get through the gate. Oh look, Obro healed, making Ruru's rush over here really pointless. There we go. Both steal bonuses. And I'll take out this Archer from a distance. And there's the zeal needed for a combo attack. I want to use it, but I don't really want to right now. Heal, but no final strike. I'm surprised it actually worked. I thought I hit that way too early. Time to destroy a fence. Which is the main thing she's good for, apparently. Oh, that counted. Okay. Soon. Soon he'll figure out that everything else was a decoy. No, maybe he already has figured it out. Tyoda, I'm depending on you. Gotta block the path. Huh? Stop! Oh, they actually have sprites. That's cool. That's, what was his name? Oh? I put the cap back on my water bottle. Not sprites, I mean, it's like the 3D characters. They've actually got one. Kuro! Where's Kuro? Oh, General, I'm over here. I'm okay somehow. But he got us. Yes, it appears it will be difficult to cross. What? It's just right there. I can go by myself for a little bit. But this will be the first time someone's humiliated us so much. I'm a little pissed off. I'm really gonna get them back. You should be fine. Yeah! Oh no, he's slightly serious now. He anticipated this. Apparently that fence counted. End turn! It's weird transitioning back to this. Alright, I guess we're... Let's take care of the archer first, because they actually pose a bit of a hazard. Although this kind of places Gura in a dangerous spot. And there's Oboro doing his attack. Get him in position to attack a fence. And now for the door. Being attacked by Dory, of course. It's appropriate. And I will finish it off with the main character. That didn't break. Oh, it did, okay. I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna actually have to fight them through the door somehow, but nope, it just took a little while to disappear. We'll attack the big barricade. I think there's probably like an invisible counter until Kuro appears. I'm not sure what the actual circumstances are, or if he like appears after we finish destroying the barricade and just kind of surrenders. Again, it's been a while. Alright, we'll heal Dory, I guess. Getting experience either way. And Aruru can't do too much. Aside from, I guess, stand there while the main character's attacked. Let's destroy this barricade. And wait. Main character will attack. I probably should have attacked the archer with our archers, but whatever. I don't know if I was even in range to do so. Two experience, oh my. Oh, we can go through, nice. I was thinking that Ronk was going to block the path entirely. Because I feel like in the original you couldn't get through there at all. But they definitely changed these fights compared to the original a bit. I mean, they're true to the form of it, but like, you know, they did change the battles to be more modern in their style. And obviously dealt with some things that seem to be issues. Like the fact that you no longer have to do this automatically by holding like Alt the entire time you're attacking. Because your CPU is too powerful. Because that was a thing. Just getting all this experience for Ruru by Smacking barricades. That's at the archer. $100 zeal, nice. And a level up. Oh, the main character's being attacked again. Oh, it's Obro's turn, okay. Take care of the archer then. Obviously. And... oh, I could take care of both of them. I don't want to burn the zeal. Normal attack it is. And we'll attack this barricade. And then we'll send Aruru after that one rock, perhaps. Oh wow, he's gonna... that's a surprising one-shot. Okay. Since she's not in range, we will increase attack power, I guess. See if she can get at least some experience. Nope, no experience from that. That was a waste of time. Look, a single rock. I still feel like there's supposed to be like some sort of achievement for destroying all these random rocks hidden in levels. Because there's really no use for them otherwise. Okay, but the one barricade left. Okay, let's stand here. And get close enough to attack that. And capped off the zeal for Gura. And we'll get Obro into position. Heal up the main character. And then we'll have Aruru finish off the last barricade and see how the battle turns from there. Oh, there's just one big barricade. I thought there was two of them for a second there. Oh, there's a sneaky one in the back. I see you hiding there. This really is a very flimsy fence. He arrived too late. I was too late. Oh man, I came here by myself, but I was just talking shit. Now what am I gonna tell the general? Yeah, I'm Kuro. Don't forget it. What happened to that man? That man? Ah, you mean my general. He doesn't need to come all the way out here. But you really worked up over my general. You have your skills improved at all? No, they haven't really. Don't think I'll always be the same level I was at last time. He will. Alright, time to fight him. Defeat Kuro. Alright, send the main character in, I guess. Use our archers to take care of the single barricade. Having that fence is a bit of a disadvantage for me, rather. Because it narrows down who can actually get through that way. But Obro managed to get through, so it doesn't actually matter anymore. And we destroyed the last barricade. We did it! Battle 1! Oh, main character's turn, okay. Well, let's attack Kuro, I guess. I don't want to do the third attack, it's a waste. You totally got us. However, it wasn't perfect. He anticipated half of it. You're dangerous after all, just like my general. Yeah, it wasn't perfect. He realized it was a decoy. We still got him in the second half. Well, Aruru can't do much, so she's just gonna sit here. Sit here, actually. And then we'll send the rest in. Just a slow march towards the enemy. It's funny how his sword counts as a 2-space attack. Because it's just so long. Oh, if I get hit with the second time, or if I get hit with that a second time, that will kill the main character. Which will be bad. Until my general shows up, I'm more than enough by myself. I should be the one saying that. There's Oboro with 100 zeal. Which means he can do his combo attack with the twins. If they're close enough. Wait. What's the actual range we need to be in for that? I'll find out soon. Alright, let's hit him from here, I guess. From the front. Not perfect, but it'll do. Because I don't need the zeal right now. And of course I can't get it close enough to actually heal him. Of course I can't. Will that heal? No. She'll sit here, I guess. Oh, that's doing a decent amount of damage, actually. And he heals himself, of course. But not entirely, and it does save him from attacking me. Okay, so he needs to be really close to the twins in order to actually use the attack. That's a little bit of a shame. But they can catch up. Very slowly. Oh, they can actually get in range to attack. Why not? I mean, it's a bit slower to actually get to the point of fighting him properly, but... Or not fighting properly. It's not as close as it would be for Oboro's combo with them, but it is at least progress on getting closer. Oh, final strike. Nice. Gura unlocked it already. Dory didn't. Okay, is Aruru going to get in range now to actually be able to heal the main character? Let's find out. I hope she can. There we go. I don't want a final strike heal, so we'll just go with this. There we go. Pretty much entirely healed up. And a nice chunk of experience for doing so. Stick that there. Oh, okay. Move there to attack Obro. Fine. Oh, it's probably to help, like, negate his counterattack, because he's got maxed out Zeal. What's the range of their co-op attack? Oh, this could work. Let's do it. It seems interesting. Yeah. Rain, Stitch, and Shadow. Find our enemies. Young Master. Ha ha ha. That's basically the one with the main character, except they've got arrows as well. Oh, I guess we're done. Where'd these other soldiers come from? How, you've improved a little, huh? The odds are against me today. I guess I'll withdraw for now. Wait, don't think I'd let you run away. Yeah, you will. Well, there we go. We already did. Smack. Oh, they don't use the bloody spite for that after smacking him with the sword directly, huh? See ya. You. They got us. Look, they've almost all retreated. He was just keeping us occupied to buy them some time. He did something for like 2 seconds. They'd already run away. Doesn't change our victory, but now I have mixed emotions. Tatakori Gate achievement unlocked. Quite a few level ups. And finally Oboro has his second chain attack. Took long enough considering he's a dual sword fighter. Seems like he should have gotten it way earlier. And there's some bad foreshadowing. Final strike already unlocked for Tioto. Oh, and Haku as well gets his chain attack. Poison attack. Actually using the poison slot on the fan, which our main character doesn't use. Strengthen Ostro's chain attack, 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 chain. Oh, melee dodge. Okay. Chain. Art of Flames. Chain. 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 Eye of Courage. Chain. Defense down? Okay. Chain attack. And some healing items and an earth attack spell. Okay. Who will get that earth attack spell? I kind of want to give it to Ruru so she has an actual attack. But, maybe I should. I probably actually should. I don't know if this burns through when I use it or not, but it's genuinely tempting just so she has something to attack with. The problem is it decreases her movement range, which is already abysmally low. But I may as well give it to her. It should play off of her already being an Earth Element character. I hope. Assuming I'm not misunderstanding. Right, there's some increased stats. And more defense for our healer. Because it's so stupidly expensive to get it. Pump attack for our archers. Pump attack for the archers. Pump attack for Oboro because it's funny. Pump attack for her because her defense is absurd. I didn't use his points last time? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, I guess that works. Equip. Healing items. Everyone's got some. Whose movement should I increase? Maybe I should just hold off for now. Advance!
Benowie! Benowie, are you there? Yeah.
You called?
Yeah. You have some nerve showing your face around here. It seems you ran back here with your tail between your legs again. Yeah.
My ability was insufficient.
Yeah. Nuangi has gained control of Chenma, but what have you done? Yeah.
Chenma? Chenma is just a small settlement, not even participating in the rebellion.
Yeah. You must nip troubles in the bud. Yeah. As a lesson, I allowed him to kill them all.
Do you understand what you've done?
Hmm?
Do you understand what you've done?
I can do whatever I want. Yeah.
No! Citizens are the foundation of the country. A country does not work without people. A country that makes light of its people has no future.
Did you say we have no future? Yeah.
If you believe so, then it must be true.
How ungrateful! Yeah. Until now, I allowed you to speak out of respect for your military achievements, you shameless ingrate. This time you have crossed the line. Yeah. Is anyone there? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Right here.
Take this brute to the dungeons.
But...
What? You dare defy me as well? Yeah.
No, it's... What's wrong, Uncle?
Oh, Nuangi. Benowie has uttered slander in our presence. Things like, we do not have a future. Yeah.
Huh. We can't forgive him that... we can't forgive him that... We can't forgive him for that. Speaking to my magnificent uncle like that.
You think so as well, yeah?
Yeah, of course. Doesn't matter if he's a samurai general. You can't talk to my uncle the Eldo like that. Hey, hurry up and arrest that slime. Or should we hang you too, huh? Yes. This way. Uncle, please leave the rest to me. Just sit back and relax.
I'll leave the rest to you, yeah.
God damn it, Nuangi. I don't know why saying his name reminds me of, what's her name? Ferengis from, what's it called? Arslan. Serves you right. This is all that remains of the great Benowie, huh? Huh. You're so cowardly you can't even respond. It's already over for you. You may as well wither away here. And this is how they lose the war. Not much longer. Aruru, you'll be mine soon. I'll be the Alo soon. Nobody will oppose me. I'll be the greatest. And when that happens, you'll realize it too. The only thing I need is you. I'll do anything to get you. Aside from think, apparently. Anything. Wait, another battle? Oh, okay, it's just... I've finally gotten it! My own army! Now I won't let anyone get in my way! Anyone! Even his own brain. That army doesn't do too much good for him, though. We have a report. Confirmation of the enemy's advance. The number is 1,200. 1,200? Are they trying to destroy us all at once with their entire army? They can't wait any longer, huh? Sending the entire army together is an extreme measure. That man, Benry, was it? I thought he was more cautious. No, the enemy general's Nuwangi. I see. That makes sense. Bastard gun, huh? What are we gonna do, brother? Sending the entire army is a simple yet effective strategy, especially if you have overwhelming numbers. But not if they arrive late and at the wrong location. First, the sixth group maneuver from the west gate and attack them from behind. The Perrier will lend support from the left and right. The main force will defend the main gate with everything they have until we have the enemy surrounded. Let's go. Flanking and archers on the sides. I mean, like, flanking is like going around with the troops, but like at the same time having the archers strike them. Basically, they're encircling them. That's what it seems like. If we're on the walls, we need more archers. Just chapter title, Nuwangi. Yeah. Okay, let's... Can I adjust where they are other than just like this? Okay, fine. Oboro! And then the twins. And Abruru. And then next to that, save obviously. Nuwangi kind of screws him over entirely, so that's a thing. But I'm kind of tempted to leave it here. And then next week for Friday, we can finish up the war to take over the country. And then, yeah, just anticlimactically jump into the battle immediately. But yeah, we can finish up the war on Friday. And then that'll leave us at a good stopping point for Christmas. And then we can come back maybe later. Yeah, I think I'll end it here. Just because... yeah. I'm going to close the game. I'm going to look for someone to raid. I'll be back in a minute. As I've already announced before, for anyone that is a regular follower, I'll be quitting streaming. My last stream is January 1st. So, yeah. I'm announcing things on Twitter for that. I don't know where I'm going with this. But yeah, last stream January 1st. Usual scheduled time. Not streaming on Christmas Day. Any announcements are made on Twitter, and I also announce them here. But I know sometimes you don't have time to watch the entire VOD or see the stream, so regular updates are made on Twitter. If anything changes, yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes. We'll see if we can find someone to raid, but yeah, I'll be back. Yeah, no luck with raiding today either, it seems. So, oh well. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of your days, everyone. And see you all next time. Hopefully you'll also be around for the Friday stream at the end of the week. Alright, and yeah, if you're not, have a good holiday season. And see you later.